Hi there. So I'm live, but I'm actually just trying to post something on here, an update, I guess. I've got to vent to somebody. A week ago, my mom fell down. My mom, she's 66. She's a severe diabetic. She had her leg amputated 20 years ago from below the knee. She's not in the best of health, but she wasn't in necessarily any terrible health. And I've been noticing some little things, her forgetting stuff and forgetting conversations and different things like that. And I was thinking, maybe she has some early dementia or whatever. Well, she fell down the stairs last Thursday when we were at my ex-husband's house. It just was a freak thing. She missed the last step and she broke her arm and her leg. So last Friday, she had surgery and she's been completely delirious ever since. Full-blown dementia behavior. Just completely incoherent. And I have stressed to these doctors repeatedly that this is sudden onset. This is since this fall. I mean, yes, she's had a few little things where she forget here and there. And I was thinking maybe some early onset symptoms of dementia because my grandmother had it. And I watched that, event. I watched my grandmother die this 15-year death. But this is like how my grandmother was. My grandmother fell 2 years before she died. And she was never the same again. And that's exactly what this is like. And it's just getting worse. I called over there this morning and, I'm an only child. And the nurse is she says she doesn't want to talk to you. Well, now, my mom's never not wanted to talk to me a day in my life. That's just highly unusual. It said she was curled in a fetal position with her face covered. She was supposed to be going to a physical rehabilitation center today. But yesterday, I just told him, something. I mentioned it Monday and spoke to her doctor, but something's just, I don't know. But my concern is obviously that she won't get any coherence back. And if that's the case, I can't care for her. She's already missing a leg. She's disabled and things like that. And I don't know. So I thought I'd just update the channel on what I'm dealing with at the moment. At this point, the arm and the leg aren't even freaking the concern. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. So, my ex-husband, we're still legally married, whatever. We've been apart for 7 years. But in this instance, him still being my husband may actually help because they'll talk to him a little bit more. But he is going over there to speak to the doctors today. And, he's a lawyer. So they tend to get better results out of doctors. Doctors tend to be afraid of them. He's convinced head injury. I'm not. I think it's both. I think it's a head injury that brought on, dementia symptoms, based on the research that I've done. Now, and then opiates also. She was on opiate painkillers, because she had a rod put in her leg and stuff. Now, they stopped those yesterday. And opiates do increase dementia symptoms, but thus far it's been almost 24 hours, and that it's not getting any better from taking her off the opiates. So someone's supposed to be calling me. You can't go over there until noon. He's going over at noon. It's 10 o'clock. So I don't know. I tell you though, the one thing that during this whole thing, the one thing that's I think bothered me more than anything though, my dad died like 3 years ago. 2017, almost, I guess 4 years ago now. Yeah. And I have wanted to pick up the phone and call him so many times this week, like, because that's who I talk to about my mom. Like, I don't. So that's been a little hard. But, just hope for the best. If you're somebody that wishes good vibes on people, we could take some. She could take some. We just need her to at least get some kind of coherent thought back. I'm serious. It's like she's telling me that the nurses are her co-workers. It's, there is absolutely nothing wrong with her mind. It is my fault for telling her she's stupid. Nobody's saying anything like that. And, she and I don't have the best relationship in the world. We never have. We're like night and day, and she's never liked me. She loves me, but she's never liked me. And she's a narcissist. Like she was saying the other day, she was just going to come home. She thought she could sign herself out AMA. Well, they won't let you do that when you're in a completely incoherent state and without an arm and a leg. She's literally missing a leg, which is actually good because she's like trying to put it on and leave. So I took it. But she was saying she was going to come home the other day and, she would just deal with it. And if she fell and died, it didn't matter. I was like, well, I really appreciate you saying that it does not matter if you fall and die in front of me and your 4-year-old granddaughter that live here. So, she's not coming home. Social services is involved. She won't be coming home until she can be mobile and has some kind of something back. So, they assured me, because it's like, because she kept calling me and telling me they were releasing her. And it's like, they're not releasing you. There's no way. And so they assured me yesterday that, no, she will not be leaving. She cannot sign herself out. She cannot, and they're supposed to be getting me a power of attorney or something. I don't know. But it's very stressful. So, I'm going to get off here, I think, and try to take a nap. I can't go visit her today. There's only one visitor allowed, so he's going to go instead. I've gone every day, and, he needs to go today. So, I'm going to take a nap before I have to pick up the little one at 1:30. Oh, I'll rest. Well, he'll help, yeah. Well, the weird thing about it, the thing about my ex-husband and I, he works with my mom. She is a paralegal at his office, and she's been there since before I was born. She was one of the original employees at this law firm. She works for this lawyer. She's the same guy's secretary. She's still his secretary. He still works. He's 80 years old. Well, anyways, my husband started working there in 2000. I worked there during summers and school and all that stuff and everything. Well, he started working there in like 2000. Well, when she had her leg, she fell in the Kroger's parking lot in 2003, the end of 2003. It was like in the winter, it was icy, and she fell, and she broke, it's kind of similar to this, she broke part of her leg. And so she had to have surgery and had to have it, operated on and stuff. And at that time, there was a big project going on at work that she was freaking out about, and I had just quit this job that I had like the month prior. And so I started working there while she was out for 8 weeks. And I met him there. Yeah. So they still work together. They've worked together for, 20 years or something now. So and she's known him longer than I've known him. Yeah. Now she's not his secretary. They work in the same building. Or not building, firm, law firm. She does work for him sometimes. But she's not his secretary. But yeah. So there's that. So not only is she his mother-in-law, she's also a co-worker. So, I think one of the reasons he married me, he even told me at times that he thought I would be more like my mom. My mom's very meek and, wouldn't dare balk at orders that he gave her, basically. When I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are telling me what to do? But I look like my mom, but no, I'm nothing like her. You should have maybe got to know me a little bit better. But that's another matter. Yeah, we rushed into that too much, and I paid for that dearly, still paying for that. But anyways, he's not the worst man in the world, though. He really isn't. And, we didn't get along for the first year or so after we separated, but we get along fine now. His parents had a very, very bitter divorce when my parents did not, and they were always friends, always got along. We always did holidays together, all that stuff. Oh, okay. Have a good day, honey. Thanks for stopping by. And anyhow, when I said the word divorce to him, he instantly envisions his parents' divorce, which was they couldn't be in the same room together. And I told him, you know good and well that you and I aren't going to be like that. We don't even necessarily not get along, but who are we kidding here? Married people are supposed to have a romantic relationship and an intimacy and a partnership, and we don't have that. And, there's no point in us pretending that we do any longer. So anyways, it took him a little while to get over the fear and to see that we actually could get along. But, yeah, we get along fine now. And we do holidays together and all that stuff. So these holidays are going to be a little bit maybe different. And Thanksgiving's a week from today. Great. I haven't thought of that yet. And I'm the cook. Better get thinking. So anyways, appreciate everybody that stuck around to see the end of this rant here. And I just had to vent a little bit. Sometimes you just got to get stuff out. And just hope the best for her and for my sanity. Have a great day. Have a good one. I don't even know how to end this. How do I end this? Oh, I got it figured out.